What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Mark Out Wrestlings with your hosts, Anthony and Glenn. I, of course, am Glenn. And today we are going to be covering, we got a big pay-per-view weekend this week, right?
Yeah.
We got NXT TakeOver WARGAMES, which we're going to touch on. And we've got Survivor Series. We've also got a couple little bit of news we want to cover. Let's just jump right in it. Let's start with the small news first. James Ellsworth getting released.
Yeah, this was coming.
I think so. I don't want to say like I'm not surprised. The only thing I'm a little surprised about is, I guess, the timing of it. Not that he was doing anything, but
Watching him get beat up on Twitter all weekend by all the women was fantastic. Like each house show.
And then I guess it was like a good sending off, right? Carmella super kicks him and just walks away.
Yeah.
That was it. You can't. Here's the thing. We knew that guy wasn't ever really going to do anything in WWE. But, man, kudos to that guy. He stuck around for a year. Probably made a ton of money, especially when his shirt came out. Man, that thing was selling like hotcakes. So he'll go to the Indies. He's probably going to be one of the biggest draws on the Indies now just because of this run in the WWE.
Yeah, I hope he keeps using no chin music, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what does this do with Carmella? As far as, like, because I think she benefits from having someone, like, at ringside to, like, help her cheat.
Yeah, I think they just move on. I think it's going to end up just, she's riding solo now.
I would say, like, Lana could be, like, her manager, too, but she doesn't need, like, someone to talk for her or anything like that. So,
no.
Like the way Tamina does.
Right. I think she just rides solo, which is fine.
All right. Next big news is we got one title change. Charlotte Flair beats Natalya.
Mm-hmm.
Now she faces Alexa Bliss.
Right.
The only two women to hold both the Raw and SmackDown titles. And where is this leaving Natalya? Because they're not saying it's Natalya, they're saying to be announced. So it's either Natalya or it's Paige.
Or it's somebody else.
Well, who's this somebody else, sir?
We'll get to that. That's part of my prediction, so you guys got to stick around to hear it. But as unfortunate as this sounds, and it might be the same with Jinder Mahal, you've got two people who were champions, and going into this Sunday might not even be on the card at all.
You talking about like Peyton Royce?
Huh?
You talking about Peyton Royce or Billy Kay?
What, being the fifth member?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. No, we'll get to I promise.
Well, because now I'm trying to think call-ups.
Anyways, so
why do I have to wait? This is terrible.
I don't know. I don't know what this does for her. It sucks, but she might just be left off the card.
I don't think she should be. I think it should be her. The fact that they're not immediately announcing it probably says that it isn't, though. Right?
Right. I would think if it was her, they would have announced.
Yeah, like whoever loses this match, is going to be the fifth member.
Right.
So, like, if Charlotte would have lost, like, she would have kept her spot.
She would have kept her spot.
But if Natalya loses?
She doesn't get it?
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
That seems wrong.
It does seem wrong, but I mean, she'll get her rematch for the title.
Are you thinking Lana? Because that's terrible.
No, man. Chill. All right?
No, you should tell me.
Chill. All right. So, again, I think she's going to end up being left off the card. I think Jinder Mahal is going to end up being left off the card.
Good.
So here's the thing. As much as, like, I know people don't like him, like, he's still in this prominent role in the WWE. So, it doesn't really make sense to not have him on the card either. Just from a strictly, WWE standpoint. The fans, I'm sure, love it.
You can't deny that, like, Survivor Series feels so much bigger now.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the last time I was this hyped for a card.
AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar sounds a lot better than Brock Lesnar versus Jinder Mahal. There's no question about that.
I wasn't this hyped for WrestleMania this year.
No, I
might have been for Rumble just because I thought Balor was going to come back.
Yeah. Dude, I'm really excited for this pay-per-view. There is a little part of me that wishes, like, I wish something was on the line, you know what I mean? Other than, if Team Raw loses, Kurt Angle is out of a job. Like, I don't really feel like just bragging rights is, like, enough, but the card will still be good.
I do. I feel like this is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I think this might be show of the year.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Over the show that's going to be on the night before, which is NXT TakeOver WarGames.
Yep.
All right, well, let's jump into that. You didn't have any more news, right? That was pretty much...
we got more news.
What did we have?
Calm down. Bray Wyatt came back. Triple H is now the fifth member of Team Raw.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You need to just slow down, dude.
Dude, I want to get into these traditions, man. I'm so stoked for both cards.
Down.
Yes, Triple H is now the fifth member. Do you think this leads to a Jason Jordan heel turn? Do you think this is going to be one of the factors that leads to it?
I don't know. I don't know like how you fix him without a heel turn, but then again, like I think this might. I would have said like there's no way to fix Roman without a heel turn, but I think the Shield's like doing it.
I think once the Shield breaks up, people are going to go back to being Roman.
I think if the Shield breaks up in a few months, which they probably will, then they'll go back to hating him. But if it's a sustained Shield run for like a year or two, I think you could change his image, and by the time he came out of it, people would be fine with him.
Which it will not be. They will break up before WrestleMania of next year.
I agree with you. I'm just saying there looks like there's ways to fix him without. So maybe they just need to get more creative with Jason Jordan.
I guess we'll find out.
Without a heel turn, but who knows? A heel turn would be so good. Just do it.
Yeah, like
people want to hate the guy. Just let them do it.
Right, exactly. Like, I don't understand. Like, WWE sometimes, like, they're good at some things. We're like, I think fans clearly, like, I think AJ ended up getting the title because the fans clearly didn't want gender, so Vince made the change.
No, I don't think that had anything to do with it.
I think it did.
It had nothing to do with the fans. It had to do with the fact that Brock didn't want to work with Jinder.
I disagree. I think it had a lot to do with
it made it a bigger show, AJ versus Brock. People want to see that match more. Nobody wanted to see Jinder versus... Vince doesn't give up what we think. He never has. He never will.
Right, but you just said it. Nobody wants to see Jinder versus Brock.
Right.
So Vince changed it because nobody wanted to see it.
Well, he changed it because it's a Big Four pay-per-view and it needs to feel like a big card. It doesn't feel like a big card with a match no one wants to see, but I'm telling you,
I feel like you're just proving my point.
It'll be like, I swear, it'll be like a month. Jinder will have that belt again. That's my prediction.
Oh, I don't know.
I really do.
I would have said he was going to win it back in India, but the India shows got moved from from 2 shows to 1 show, and on that 1 show, Jinder's facing Triple H.
That's true.
So now I'm saying I don't know. That's why. Because if you were going to do it, that felt like the time you were probably going to do it.
You see Bayley was hanging out with Shawn Michaels?
Really?
Yeah, I'm so jealous of both of them.
Oh, I was going to say which one. And then I loved the way that Triple H announced himself as the 5th member.
I thought it was going to be Bray Wyatt. And then like Triple H music hit, and I was like, yes, this is awesome.
Yeah. And the way he just says, I'm the 5th member, and then just turns around and pedigrees Jason Jordan, just walks out the ring.
He's looking at Kurt like, this is a sack of crap you're going to...
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, like... Alright, so, if somebody kicked my son in the stomach, I wouldn't just stand there and watch them then continue to destroy them.
Kurt Angle was in shock, sir.
Yeah, I guess. But the way it came across TV, it was pretty cool.
He was like, was that really necessary? Yes, it was necessary.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't think anybody really wanted Jason Jordan on the team either.
So the other big news this week was Shield versus New Day.
Why is there so much big news?
Because, man. Pay-per-view. Let's go.
Wrestling. Yeah, Shield versus... Which isn't really big news because everybody knew that's what was going to happen.
Oh, and the Siege.
Yeah. Which...
was awesome.
We talked about this. I think SmackDown's was better.
They were savage against Shane McMahon.
They were... But I thought SmackDown's was better because, dude, I wasn't expecting that shit at all. Like, it just came out of nowhere and just beat the hell out of everybody. It was a couple weeks, but you were still expecting Raw to retaliate, right?
Yeah, it was so obvious that Raw isn't ready for it. Like, they keep showing the, like, SmackDown coming in, and, like, Titus Worldwide's right there.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, what's up, guys? Like, they have no idea they're about to get their asses kicked. Exactly. Apollo Crews like, hey, high five.
Yeah, and then just got destroyed.
So Raw's was, like, better for me just because of the intense beatdown of Shane. Right. So, like, all bets are off. We don't care that, like, you know, Kurt Angle and Shane are friends. Like, 2 power bombs and a, like, angle slam.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they tried to put up a fight, but, like, Braun Strowman just beat everybody. That was awesome.
Yeah, well, and not even, like, the beatdown of Shane, though. Like, if you saw, like, who was outside the ring? The
Finn Balor, Samoa Joe.
Well, the SmackDown guys was the Usos.
Bobby Roode was there. He got beat up by Finn Balor.
The Usos, the New Day, like, they were all getting destroyed outside the ring, too, like, the whole time. It was good. It's just, I think
you think SmackDown's
the surprise factor was why I thought SmackDown's was a little better.
Yeah, well, we knew Raw's was coming. And then it gets to the last go home. So you're like, okay, it has to be now.
Literally, it has to be now.
Even Alexa Bliss the night before Raw was like, oh, I might go watch that match in person. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, because if they didn't retaliate, they would have looked like a bunch of punk bitches.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
all right. So now I think we can move on to predictions.
Sure? All right. I'm sorry, I got really excited earlier.
You got really excited.
I'm so excited for this weekend of wrestling. So the first event we got is NXT TakeOver War Games, and this looks like it's a pretty good card. There's only 5 matches on the card, which is fine. I think it's only going to be a 2-hour show.
I can think of 4 off the top of my head, so I'm only missing one.
Okay, I guarantee you're missing the match that I think is going to open, which is Cassius Ohno versus Lars Sullivan.
Nope, I know that one.
Okay, well, prediction.
Lars.
Yeah, I have Lars too.
And I think Ohno probably moves up soon.
You think so?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I
think Lars is just being built up to be just this monster house in NXT.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it wouldn't really make much sense for him to lose this match. As much as I like Cassius Ohno.
As much as he's been dominating, too.
Yeah. Next match, we got Aleister Black versus the Velveteen Dream.
Aleister Black stays undefeated. But who knows in this one?
I also have Aleister Black. But this is, as crazy as this sounds, man.
It would not be surprising.
For the whole weekend, even Survivor Series included, this is for some reason like one of the matches and feuds I'm looking forward to the most. Just the way it's been built up has been
Mine's like
awesome.
The Usos versus the Bar, or like New Day versus Shield.
But I think on this card, even with the War Games match on this card, I think I'm still more excited to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, I just don't know enough about the War Games, and like I was supposed to go on a WWE Network and look it up, but I just keep forgetting. So.
Oh, all right, cool, perfect. So you got Aleister Black. I think he stays undefeated also, but it's going to be a hell of a match.
Yeah, I agree.
This is the one that I kept going back and forth on. Ember Moon versus Kairi Sane versus Nikki Cross versus Peyton Royce.
Because there's 2 real options.
Right.
Ember Moon and Kairi Sane.
I think you could even put Nikki Cross in there.
I think she's the dark horse, but I think it's very unlikely she wins it.
Right. And
even though, fans are really getting behind her.
We haven't had a women's champion in months now, right?
Right.
So
what is your prediction?
I have Kairi Sane winning.
Really?
Yeah.
I have Ember Moon.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it's Ember Moon, but I think the payoff from the Mae Young Classic is going to end up being this.
Well, I think that making it a fatal 4-way match makes it so that because it's not elimination, right?
I don't think so.
So I think Ember Moon can win and get the title before she moves up without hurting Kairi Sane, because I don't think Kairi Sane gets pinned or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kairi Sane will eventually take it off of her. That's what I think.
That's possible. And I thought about this, as weird as it that I had to think about this, it is WWE. Do you think WWE would be willing to put the title on another Japanese wrestler right after a Japanese wrestler lost the title, or not even lost the title? Had to
they can't do it like Asuka, where she's completely unstoppable and goes undefeated for forever.
Not at all.
She needs to kind of carve her own path if she's going to be.
I agree very much.
Successful, but it kind of feels like that's the dangerous water they're treading, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're making such a big deal out of her, which they should. But yeah, I would say Ember Moon.
All right, I think, but I like you said, Nikki Cross. If for some reason she won the title, I don't think I'd be that surprised.
I would lose my shit if Nikki Cross won. I'd be so happy.
What about?
I love Nikki Cross. Is probably my favorite woman in NXT right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that at all.
I think Peyton Royce does not win at all.
I don't think she comes close.
No.
All right. So the match that you forgot about is for the NXT Championship: Drew McIntyre versus Almas.
Well, the fact that it's not the headline, made me forget about it. Well, I think, I wouldn't be surprised if it changed. I feel like
I'd be a little surprised considering this is McIntyre's first real feud since gaining the title,
and his run already feels forgettable
because it's been overshadowed by the
War Games. Yeah, and the Undisputed Era,
which isn't completely fair to him because the dude is really good.
Meanwhile, Almas is on a tear.
Yeah.
Getting a huge push with Vegas behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Vega behind him.
Vega, yeah.
I always want to call her Vegas.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, it's Vega. I have Drew McIntyre winning this match just because, again, this is his first real feud since he won the title. It wouldn't make much sense to for him to drop it now.
I still feel like it's going to be Adam Cole that takes it off of him.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be
I
surprised if Almas doesn't.
Right. But this has been a pretty good feud too, man. Like, this has probably been Alma's best work since he's been in NXT.
Absolutely. That's why I'm not surprised if he wins it.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he's on the list to be called up sooner rather than later.
Yeah. He looks really good as a heel.
So give me who wins for you. Gun to your head right now.
Drew McIntyre.
All right. Man, I'm running through this really fast. I don't need to. I guess this is a smaller card. The last match right now, and barring them adding something at last minute the day of, is the Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong. What a weird combination. Versus Sanity versus the Undisputed Era in the War Games match.
Do you see a betrayal in this match?
Like Roddy ends up joining the Undisputed Era? Or,
yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I think WWE is like pretty set on Undisputed Era just being like a 3-man team unless they added a female to it.
I like that they're a stable. I think we need more stables.
I agree. I don't think there's enough in wrestling.
Yeah, I agree. The fact that we finally we have to reform the Shield just for the New Day to finally all be in the ring at the same time.
Yeah. I don't like I love stables and I wish there were more bigger stables, but like WWE runs with the 3-man stables now for whatever reason that is. You look at Miztourage, New Day, Shield, Undisputed Era, even Sanity
that they had to replace with the bar because Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel aren't big enough.
Yeah, even Sanity is 3 men and then 1 woman. So I think the days of seeing multiple men or more than 3 guys in a stable at a time, I think that's pretty much over in WWE, at least for the foreseeable future.
So what was the last one? The League of...
Yeah, maybe. League, what are they? The League of Nations?
League of Nations, that's what it was. I got League of and then just...
blanked.
Yeah.
That was 4 people, right?
Yeah.
Rusev, Barrett, Del Rio, and Sheamus.
Yeah.
And look how well that did not go over.
Not at all. And it was like 4 really talented guys. So.
Yeah. So my prediction for this match, I think, is it's the Undisputed Era, right? They have to win.
They have to win.
You have Sanity, who are still the tag team champions. So if they lose, not really that big of a deal. They're still the tag team champions.
Right.
And the Authors of Pain, I think, are still about to be getting called up. I think maybe their call up was delayed for this match specifically.
You think they go to Raw?
I think they need to go to Raw.
Really? Because it looks like the Usos are becoming face. And it's like such a natural progression, too. I love the way they're doing it. They're making Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin the heels.
Yeah. I said I think they need to go to Raw. I don't know, man. Neither division is actually really strong right now on SmackDown or Raw.
I feel like maybe go to SmackDown just because you are going to have the Revival coming back soon. Hopefully, yeah. They need to be on the opposite show of the Revival because they fill the role of the Revival. So
yeah, and I mean Jeff Hardy's still out for a while, so
yeah,
we're not getting the Hardy Boys back anytime soon.
Yeah, put them on.
I think I'd be fine with either show because both shows need more teams in the division.
I agree. Let's
I guess you could move. You can move the Revival over to SmackDown. Honestly, they feel like they would fit on SmackDown better, anyways. Just in my opinion.
I agree. They would be awesome over there.
Yeah. Plus, man, Dash and Dawson versus the Usos.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really good time.
We could get them versus the New Day still.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be their first feud.
Mm-hmm.
But Kofi got hurt.
Yep. Oh, well. What are you going to do? So you have Undisputed Era, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
That's
the easiest one to pick on the whole card.
I think so.
I would pick Velveteen Dream to win before I pick
anybody other than Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah. There's times where there's just not much to say because it's so obvious on what the choice is going to be.
On the TakeOver card, who's not on there that you want to see?
Who's not on there that I'd like to see?
Who's the biggest snub?
Do you have somebody in mind?
Hideo Itami's not on there.
But he's not really doing much, right?
I thought really Billie Kay would be a 4th member, but then she ended up not being.
She'll be at ringside, obviously, with
Right.
Peyton Royce.
No, I didn't really have anybody in mind when I asked the question.
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I don't know. Not that I can think of. I mean, you've got your major stars on here.
Well, it's a lot easier with Survivor Series. You don't have KO and you don't have Sami Zayn.
Right, which
Should be on
I'm
the card.
sure they'll be involved.
Yeah,
Um,
in my predictions, they're involved.
But this is still a really solid card. Like, I'm really excited for TakeOver. You've never seen a War Games match, right?
Never.
So, yeah, the
I
double ring, double
don't
cage.
even know how this is going to work.
It's awesome. You'll find out. Are
Yeah.
you watching it live tomorrow?
No, I'll be at work. I'll watch it as soon as I get home. So no spoilers.
I won't say nothing.
I don't even want, like, I even hate, like, hyped up messages like, bro, not going to say nothing, but that shit was awesome. Like, dude, you calm down.
You want to move on to Survivor Series?
Let's do it.
All right. So, match of the night is obviously going to be Enzo versus Kalisto.
Oh, man. Make sure to watch that pre-show, guys. 5-star match.
Oh, real quick. There was some news that I did want to talk about. I forgot. Apparently, WWE and Neville are coming to terms on his return.
What?
Yeah, did you not hear about this?
No, I did not.
Yeah, they said his return is imminent. Like, it could be by the end of the month.
So whatever issues he had, they worked it out.
Apparently, they worked it out.
Wow.
So, I don't know.
Poor Bullet Club.
Yeah, and there was like rumors. The rumors were that like he left because of Enzo and stuff like that. But then apparently him and Enzo are actually really good friends outside of WWE. So that ended up not being true. So I don't know what the issue ended up being. I don't know if it was over money or just his position on the roster in general.
I feel like he would have to be on the main roster to make him happy.
Yeah, which I think he'll probably end up returning to the main roster. But,
Man,
I just thought of that when I saw this match. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, Enzo Kalisto.
you see Bullet Club's trying to recruit CM Punk?
Dude, Bullet Club's trying to recruit everybody. They sent Ellsworth a tweet.
Really?
Like, anybody that gets released by WWE, they send a tweet with a Bullet Club shirt. When Darren Young got released, they sent him a tweet with a Bullet Club shirt that was the Bullet Club logo in rainbow colors.
They're like the masters of just staying in the conversation.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Just keeping them on your mind.
yeah. But, all right. Enzo versus Kalisto. Enzo.
Wow. Nobody cares about this match.
Yeah. Enzo.
This has like the least build up.
I know.
Unless you watch 205 Live.
Which is funny because in reality, this match probably has like the most build up in sense of like longevity of how long
That's a true
this
story.
has been going on.
You just go, Enzo.
All right.
Move on.
Move on. All right. This is what I think will actually be match of the night, or could be. The Bar versus the Usos.
It's definitely up there, man. If it's not top 3, I'll shoot myself in the face.
Well, I don't know what could be. What 2 matches could be that much better than this?
I can think of some with potential, but, you know.
Well, who do you got?
The Usos versus the Bar?
Yeah.
This one's hard for me. Ugh. Okay.
All right, I've got the Usos. I think they benefit more from the win than the Bar does.
I've got the Usos as well.
All right. Have we? So far we've only disagreed on one match, which was
we talked a little
the
bit.
women's NXT match.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll surprise us with an almost title win.
Yeah, sorry, I digress. So you got the Usos.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just because I have Raw like everywhere else. So I have to find places where SmackDown can come in. Because I really do have like all Raw.
Oh, I pretty much do too. I think
I have one more SmackDown pick.
This is where I think SmackDown really gets their win is going to be in this match, and I think the Usos are the better team too.
How do you book champion versus champion and let both teams look strong, or both guys?
Well, I don't book champion versus champion. We've had this talk. You have champion versus contender for the title.
How does WWE do it? How do they?
Well, you can make them both look strong. Like that in of itself makes them look strong still. Because if they're losing to another champion. So,
but then
it doesn't make them look weak.
Your champions look weaker than, like, they're not the real tag team champions.
Right. So then that's where, like on Raw, Stephanie's like everybody that lost, or on SmackDown they're like everybody that lost. you're gonna get punished, and then somehow you punish them. And
did you like that little Shane McMahon hype up video, like to start SmackDown?
No, I thought it was incredibly stupid.
I loved it.
Did you?
I loved
so dumb.
Way in the back, you see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens with just their arms crossed.
That was funny. They're just they're rolling their eyes.
I actually loved it.
Did you, on that real quick, did you see the Twitter feud between him and Randy Orton?
Yeah.
Kevin Owens and Randy Orton?
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Randy Orton talks
He
like
owned
the
him.
heel.
No. Yeah, he did.
Did he?
He owned him, man.
He made one good remark.
And that was it. I mean, come on. Kevin Owens didn't say anything after that.
Well, he tweeted again like today.
Uh-huh.
Like he responded to the same message. And he's like, this is a lesson for you kids. If you come up with something, like, don't just post like in response, because you might come up with something better, but it doesn't have the same zing if you've already. Because he posted something about if I wanted your comeback or something, or that's the best comeback you've given or something.
Owen said that?
Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing. I'm blocked on Twitter by Kevin Owens. So I can't see a lot of his tweets.
I'll show you after the podcast.
All right. Both got the Usos. Perfect. All right. Next match. Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair.
That's the next one?
Well, that's the next match we were saying.
So I've only got 2 SmackDown wins.
Mm-hmm.
If I was going to pick another one, it'd probably be here.
Okay.
But I'm going to go Alexa Bliss.
So
she's the only person outside of the 4 horsewomen fighting each other that is going to beat all 4 horsewomen, I think, right?
Yeah, if
she's going to have a victory over all of them. Did you see her savage tweet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she says, I've taken, or Charlotte's the only 4 horsewomen I haven't taken out the pasture.
You're right.
Don't worry, you'll be out in the stable soon.
So if you actually look at my sheet, I wrote Flair, then I crossed it out and wrote Bliss, then I crossed it back out and wrote Flair. So I was
you're going
struggling with this one. Yeah, I got Charlotte winning, but then I have a Carmella cash in.
Yeah, I have Carmella cashing in too, but I have Alexa winning and then Carmella cashing in.
The only reason I have Charlotte winning is because coming off of the Ric Flair 30 for 30, her just winning the title on Sunday. I just think that that's a factor in her winning, but I do think Carmella ends up cashing in on her to win the women's title.
I think it'd be better if they wait until Becky wins and then they have her cash in on Becky's moment.
God, no, dude. I would be so pissed.
But it would hate Carmella more.
It would work, but man, I would be so mad.
Me too. Becky Lynch is
yeah, she's bae.
I'm not even talking about just wrestling. Women in general across the world. I could have my pick of one. It's gonna be Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I would probably cry.
I wouldn't pick Emma Watson. She'd be a close second though.
Oh god. All right. So you've got Carmella cashing in on Alexa Bliss winning. Why do you have Bliss winning?
Do I
have
Carmella maybe cashing in on Alexa Bliss?
So that's intriguing, right?
It could happen.
I thought about that earlier. Does she have to cash in on the SmackDown women?
The thing is, though, it just doesn't make sense for Raw because they have Asuka coming up. They have and I feel like Carmella, when she does cash in, she's gonna have a sustained run.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, especially with Baron Corbin cashing in and failing.
Yeah,
they're not gonna. I don't think they want to do that with.
So I want to see them have her cash in on Raw, but it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
I just want to know that she can do it.
It would have just been an interesting swerve.
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't think they need that surprise factor though. This card is pretty dope.
So even in this match where we picked somebody different to win, we still have the initial ending being the same.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. All right. How about Miz versus Baron Corbin?
The Miz.
I have Corbin.
The entourage is greater than the lone wolf.
I think he's
going to be all alone.
He needs this win so much more than the Miz does.
And he's not going to get it.
I think he does.
No way.
I really do.
Miz will distract them. He's losing Sin Cara and stuff. He's...
But then he beat Sin Cara clean on Tuesday.
He did, after he got his butt whooped.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what happens during the match. It's whose arm is raised at the end of it.
He got in one move.
It don't matter. No, dude, rewatch that. That was actually a really good match.
I don't even think he hit deep six in that match.
That was a really good match. Isn't that? No, he hit. Nah, maybe not.
Dude, he literally got no offense in that match. I watched that match, what is he doing? He's just putting over Sin Cara. I
thought he actually looked really good in that match.
You know another match where, when We didn't talk about this match, but we probably should have. Finn Balor and Samoa Joe versus Gallows and Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a whole they come back from commercial and Finn Balor's getting beat up on by Gallows and Anderson, and then that happens for like 5 minutes, and then they go commercial again. They come back, Finn Balor's still getting beat up on. I'm like, he's like super putting them over because like their history, but like you need some offense, bro.
It's boys.
Yeah, like man. Balor got no offense into that. Samoa Joe looked like an animal.
Samoa Joe always looks good.
And the way he just walks away after Balor gets the win, I love that.
Yep.
I was like, that was pro.
I wish, man, if there's like...
They're gonna do good as teammates.
I wish he would have done something after his match with Brock Lesnar for the title. Because he came out of that match looking so strong. Like,
he got injured right away.
Oh, was it? Like, immediately? Okay. But I just remember, like, he looked the strongest out of any recent person I can think.
Then he started feuding with Roman Reigns and John Cena when they were feuding. He got mixed up in that somehow. Then he got injured.
Either way.
All right. So I have The Miz winning.
I have Corbin.
I would maybe bet money on this one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm just so convinced that like,
I can't
Miz is going to win this one.
I just bought a title.
No, that's fine. That title's goddamn beautiful, by the way. Look at that IC title, the white IC title across my account. It's like, oh, you can just leave it there if you want, bro.
It's got a nice curve to it too. The main plate. Look at that,
dude. It's so phenomenal.
It's sexy.
Hey, phenomenal. Maybe AJ Styles needs one of those.
Well, he's got the main title. There's no need for that.
All right. Well, he can hold them both at the same time. I'm cool with it. You put every title on AJ Styles, I'll be fine with it.
Even the women's. He's got the hair. He's got the mom hair for it.
Yeah, he does.
All right. So you have Miz winning just because of the Miztourage? You think they're going to interfere? Or
I just think they value
for
Miz more too, and they're just going to continue to reward him for his amazing year. Still, in my opinion, MVP of the year.
All right.
Actually, I think talking smack and him going crazy, that was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't this year anymore. I feel like that was last year.
I think that was...
Because that was before like Dolph Ziggler and
this. It was last year into this year, I think.
Yeah. No, because it was something like a January or February kind of month. Anywho, I don't know. If the year ended right now, who's your superstar of the year?
AJ Styles.
Maybe Jinder Mahal? Just because of the run he had?
No, I think it's AJ Styles.
Every year is AJ Styles?
Every year is AJ Styles.
That's funny. Oh, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. This is way off topic. But whatever, we're going to talk about it.
All right.
So Paul Heyman's doing his promo to address, that AJ Styles is now the guy.
Yeah.
And he mentions Finn Balor. Did you hear that?
No.
Okay, so he's just like, AJ Styles is the greatest performer of his career, in-ring performer of his career. And then he goes, but some people would say it's Finn Balor. He goes, I'll let them figure that out. But like he's trying to like talk up AJ Styles, and instead like he throws in Finn Balor's name. So I'm wondering if that means like people backstage think it's Finn Balor and they just kind of want to put that in your head, or they're just alluding to the fact that Finn Balor is going to be next for Brock Lesnar. Which one do you think?
I don't think it's going to be. I think they've moved away from Finn Balor and Brock Lesnar.
I think if they're doing that, it's because they want to save Finn Balor for... But then again, you just had him lose to Kane, so maybe you don't want to save him.
Right.
But I think they're waiting for him to challenge for the title until he wins it. I think what they're doing is when Finn Balor challenges for the title, he'll win.
When he wins it? Oh, I think so too.
Yeah,
and that's not going to be off of Brock Lesnar.
Absolutely not. That'll be Roman Reigns.
Probably.
So we got.
So does that mean we get a Finn Balor heel turn eventually?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, whatever. Even if they do, he's still going to be cheered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What match do you want to talk about next? You want to talk about Shield versus New Day?
Yeah, let's do it before we get into the traditional.
Sounds good to me.
Shield wins.
Shield. Although I did read something interesting.
This could be match of the night, though, too.
Yeah. I did read something interesting that would be pretty... it'd be pretty fire. What if New Day won because they turned heel on the Shield?
Well, they've always kind of had heel tactics while staying face.
Right, but I mean like full-blown heel.
Like, what are you expecting to happen?
Just like weapons and just start beating the shit out of them.
That's them winning? I don't think this is a tornado tag match.
Well,
That would be dope, though.
Well, traditionally, these matches are no disqualification.
No.
Traditionally, they are, yes. But WWE doesn't. They don't adhere to their own stipulations.
I don't know. I don't think they. I think the Shield is valued more than anybody else in WWE.
I agree.
I think Shield wins.
It's got 3 of its.
This is a match that you could have this match or this feud going for months, and it wouldn't get stale for me. I could watch these trios fight forever. I think.
I don't know.
No, I would love this, and the fact that we finally get to see all of them instead of them alternating and taking turns. It'd be interesting to see the stuff they come up with because the New Day are one of the most creative in-ring guys, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They're always coming up with new stuff.
I agree. I have the Shield winning, though.
I have the Shield winning.
Dude, who needs this win more?
I don't think anybody needs the win.
I don't think so either.
Either stable is fine with the loss.
I agree.
Well, the Shield maybe.
It wouldn't make much sense
because
for
they're
them to
fresh
lose.
back. Yeah.
I don't think it would hurt them. It just wouldn't make much sense.
I agree.
All right. You want to do Lesnar and Styles and then do the traditional? You want to save those 2 for last? Or you want to do the women's traditional?
Let's do Lesnar and Styles because we kind of know how that's going to go.
All right. I have Lesnar winning.
Yeah. The big question is, does it go more than 5 minutes? Because I was reading that his last 4 matches were 9 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, and 4 minutes.
Yeah. I think it goes more than 5 minutes, and I think Styles actually looks really strong in this match.
Well, yeah, Brock Lesnar is never one to he'll let you get your offense in.
Yeah.
Sell the hell out of it for you.
Unless you're fucking Braun Strowman for whatever reason.
F5 time.
Yeah. So I actually have it written down how I have the finish of the match going. I got Styles going for a phenomenal forearm and Brock Lesnar catching him into an F5.
That'd be phenomenal.
That's how I have it finishing. Because again, as weird as it, if Styles loses, this doesn't hurt him at all because it's Brock Lesnar.
If Styles wins, he's suddenly
he's the guy.
He gets catapulted so high.
If he wins, he never loses the title. He keeps that title until he retires.
I'm just saying, this is a bigger deal.
Because could you imagine Styles beating Lesnar and then a month later dropping the title back to Jinder Mahal? No.
No, this would be amazing for him.
That just wouldn't make sense at all.
He would get catapulted.
Yeah.
Up there with the greats.
I'm curious if he won, where would he go from there?
Beating up scrubs like Jinder Mahal and SmackDown Live.
With
swagger that you've never seen before.
He just holds the title for 2 years and then retires and then he's good.
Yeah.
But you do have Lesnar winning.
Yeah, I have Lesnar winning. All but right.
Yeah, a boy can dream.
A boy can dream.
All right.
So, let's women's traditional first?
Yeah, I think so. Raw women's versus SmackDown women's.
This is my only other SmackDown pick, and I'm scared to do it because Asuka's on the card.
All right, so SmackDown has an open spot. Talked about it earlier. Give me gun to your head right now. Who fills it?
Ooh, Natalya.
I
had a gun in my head.
All right, gun to your head. $1 million on the line. Who fills it?
I'm not going with any surprises with a gun to my head.
All right,
but I think it's going to be Paige.
You think it'll be Paige?
I think it'll be Paige.
All right. I actually have Nikki Bella as the 5th member.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible because it's probably true.
I mean, she's been working to come back. She's been at the Performance Center every so
Team
often.
Blue.
She's Team Blue, especially with her boo on Team Blue.
I hate this prediction.
I'm sorry.
You're probably right.
I think I am.
Team Blue with the win. So here's my question.
But I still have Raw winning.
Okay, so here's my question. You have Raw winning.
Yeah.
Who are the last member or members of Team Raw?
It's got to be Asuka.
Asuka by herself?
If you want to make her look dominant, yeah. Asuka by herself. And I'd probably give her 3 of the eliminations.
Okay. I have Becky Lynch as the lone survivor of Team SmackDown.
Okay. How many eliminations do you have her having?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
Well, it's 5. I mean, just...
Yeah. I think she beats Alicia Fox.
Okay.
And then probably the last girl, so.
Whoever that
2,
is.
Yeah.
So, if that's the case, how do you eliminate Asuka?
I think you have her go apeshit on somebody.
And just get herself disqualified?
Somebody, really pisses her off, and then she gets herself disqualified by, taking someone else out, too. But, just...
Ooh.
I don't know.
Tamina?
That'd be fun.
I'm just thinking of like who on.
I would maybe Carmella.
She's not in the match.
Yes, she is.
Is she?
Yeah. So it's Carmella, Tamina, Becky Lynch, and there's only like 5 women.
I don't know why.
Crazy, I can't think of one.
She wasn't in the match.
She's absolutely 100% in the match.
Okay. All right, chill, bro.
You need to calm down, dude.
You need to calm down. Hold on, guys.
Who am I not thinking of? There's like... Because it's not Lana. Or I said Tamina.
It's not Lana?
It's not Lana.
It is. Becky Lynch, Carmella, Naomi, Tamina.
Naomi I was forgetting about.
TBA.
I could see Asuka going crazy on Carmella. Carmella does something
after
stupid.
she cashes in and wins the title?
You think...
So wait, here. Okay, so I have a question for you then. Say she cashes in and wins the title. Does she stay in that match? Or does that open up 2 surprise spots? And then you get Nikki and Natty or Nikki and...
The fact that she wrestles after that? Because there's no way that match is before, right?
The Survivor Series match?
Yeah.
Itself? Oh, I wouldn't think so.
There's no way that's before. Maybe she doesn't cash in.
Maybe it opens the show.
A traditional elimination match?
They've got 2 on the card.
Oh, man.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it opened the show, I guess. Because what's your cooldown match? Miz and Corbin?
Dude, I don't know, because like this whole card is stacked.
Yeah, like I'm not sure how I'm
telling you, I think this is card of the year. Like I've never been so stoked for a match. Or a card.
I'm really interested now. Carmella might not cash in at all. It's 100% possible. But
it's coming soon.
Yeah, it has to. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to, but I can't see her holding the briefcase until June of next year, and I don't really see her cashing in. Unless she, like, pulls a Seth Rollins.
So it's a 1 year, or
you got 1 year.
Mania?
No, I think it's until the next pay-per-view, I think.
Okay.
Until the next, I don't know.
Money in the Bank?
Yeah. All right, but you have Team SmackDown winning.
I have Team SmackDown winning.
With Becky as the lone survivor.
And I have Asuka being protected and not being pinned or submitted in this match.
All right.
Which means I'm way off.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to...
Oh, dude, I'm sure all of our predictions are going to end up being wrong.
This is a hard card to predict,
yeah,
number one. Number two, the fact that I only have 2 SmackDowns kind of scares me, but...
I guess the last match is Raw versus SmackDown Men's.
I have Raw winning, and I have Finn Balor and Samoa Joe as the last leftover. They both survive.
I have Raw winning also, with Braun Strowman being the only survivor.
Yeah, they can get rid of him. It's going to take like all 5 guys to do it, but...
Well, you're not going to have all 5 guys in the ring at one time pinning him.
I would bet you that Braun Strowman gets eliminated.
I'm not betting you anything, man.
I'm not. It doesn't have to be money, just like a handshake bet.
All right, a handshake bet, fine. But you think Finn and Joe are both survivors,
right?
How early do you think? Well, I mean, you got to think about it. Who eliminates Triple H?
Oh, it doesn't matter, does it?
I mean, I think it does.
I think Bobby Roode eliminates Triple H.
That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
I'd be all right with that. All right, so I've got Raw winning. You've got Raw winning. The big question is,
does SmackDown interfere? Or does KO or Zayn and
Owens interfere?
Yes.
Does Jason Jordan interfere?
Does Kane interfere? Take out Braun Strowman.
Right. There's a lot of factors here in this match alone.
I don't think Jason Jordan interferes.
Oh, he might.
It's open.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't think he... I mean...
That would be a good heel turn.
Yeah. That's what I mean. What if he comes out and just decks Kurt Angle and Shane pins Kurt Angle? So...
Kurt Angle would look like a bitch.
Yeah, he would. But the only reason I could see SmackDown winning is because of the stipulation of Kurt Angle's job being on the line. Because I think he's transitioning into wrestling again. Not full time, but I could see that happening. I don't think it does, but I could see.
I like him better as a GM with a part-time wrestling gig. Yeah. A part-timer just in general. I like seeing him every week on TV.
So do you think Zayn and Owens interfere and cost SmackDown?
I do. I think that's the only interference, but I could see Kane taking out Braun. That would be fun.
Isn't it a little weird that Kane's not on the card at all, too? After...
Nah, he's just there to be fodder for Braun.
For the what?
He's there to be fodder.
Father?
Fodder.
Oh, fodder.
He's feed.
I thought you said he's there to be the father of Braun. I was like, what?
No, it's a word for feed.
I know what fodder is. I thought you were saying father.
Okay. Braun Strowman's going to devour him.
Let me ask you a question. If I ask you this, gave you this card again tomorrow, would anything change?
Yeah, Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte. I just can't decide.
You can't. It could go either way for you.
I went Bliss because of a coin toss, but yeah, that's probably the only one that might change. Besides, maybe I'm also annoyed that I'm picking against Asuka. That's stupid, right?
I know
that makes no sense. But for some reason, I care way too much about last year. Last year, the Raw women won the match, so this year I'm picking the women.
Did SmackDown win last year, or did Raw men's?
SmackDown men's won last year because AJ Styles and someone else was left standing.
James Ellsworth. No, he was the mascot. He was the mascot in the match.
But they took out Braun Strowman in that one.
Yeah, Ellsworth did. Yeah, he was under the ring.
That was Shane McMahon did.
Well, Ellsworth was under the ring and he was holding onto Strowman's legs.
That was the match that Shane was supposed to be pinned by Roman because he goes for the West Coast and he gets speared.
Fucking knocked him out.
But he got knocked out and just came back to
Oh, yeah, because that's the match when where Randy Orton went out to ringside and was talking to Shane's sons after it happened.
Yeah.
I remember that. Fucking killed him, man. I remember watching that.
I love how he gets his shoulder up and they're like ding ding ding.
Yeah, they're like nah, dude, nah. I remember watching that and that spear, as soon as it happened, you were just like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
it was not executed well at all. It should have never been.
And Roman Reigns looked at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" So, bro, what did you do?
All right, so quick rundown again. Enzo Kalisto. Enzo.
Yeah.
Bar versus the Usos. Bliss versus Flair.
Bliss.
Flair.
I almost changed my mind right there.
Miz versus Corbin.
Miz.
Shield versus New Day.
Yeah, Shield.
Lesnar versus Styles.
Lesnar.
Raw versus SmackDown Women's.
Women's SmackDown.
And Raw versus SmackDown Men.
Men. Raw.
All right.
Damn, I just keep saying men.
The women win in that match. All right, man. Do you think there will be any big surprises at this show? Any returns?
Yeah,
anything like that?
I think Nikki Bella comes back.
You do now after saying it?
Yeah. I think KO and Sammy get involved. I think that's about it.
Oh.
Maybe Neville comes back, man. You got me all pumped up for that?
Yeah.
Do you see any call-ups? Anybody from NXT coming up?
This Sunday?
This Sunday or Monday or Tuesday. Like Hideo Itami in the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah, that if I had to guess one, it would be that.
Okay.
Which I'm not excited about. Not because I don't want to see Itami up on the main roster, but because I don't want to see him in the
He's just going to blend in there.
Yep. I agree. That's all I got for you, man. That was the cards. That was the shows for the weekend. I'm excited to...
This card is going to be so, good.
I'm excited to watch it, and then I'm excited to get back at this and talk about it.
We're literally going to have a Chiefs win. I'm going to destroy in all my fantasy leagues.
Did you see...
and then we're going to watch Survivor Series.
Did you see D. Ford and Tomba Holly are both out for Sunday?
And Albert Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It's terrible. Terrible news. It's not like we rushed the passer anyway, so that's cool.
That's true. But this is Talk 4 from Sacco to Shiva with Chase, Tom, and Anthony for 816 Podcasting.
Make sure you check it out, bums.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Did you forget what you wanted to say there?
No, I just I had a moment. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube,
Twitter,
Stitcher, at 816 Podcasting. Make sure to rate and review on Stitcher, guys. It gets us on the best show list, gets us new views, helps us out a lot. Share us on Facebook. Takes 2 seconds, really helps us out.
Yeah, we appreciate it a lot. 816podcasting.com.
Make sure to tell us your predictions. Tell us how wrong we are, what you think's going to happen, any surprises.
That's the thing, if you guys want to comment on here and tell us we're pieces of crap, that's fine. Tell us, just whatever reaction you want to give us, it's cool. We love all of you guys for listening to the show.
Yeah. We want to hear what you guys think. We're just making shit up over here, okay?
Exactly.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.